Buying sex and prostitution is a controversial topic that is often sidetracked with aspects of morality. If you are interested in regarding the truth of this debate, then stay with me to explore the available evidence. Let's see the advantages and disadvantages of legalizing prostitution or sex work. Pro-legalization claims include the appeal to self-authority that is allowing people to sell their body for use. The economic gains for the person who sells his or her body can also benefit the said person. And, additionally, with legalization, additional regulation can be introduced into the business to elevate health standards such as safety and condom use. The counterpoints include issues of criminal activity associated with prostitution, as it is one of the main revenue for criminals. Secondly, the acquired money of prostituted people is often taken by pimps, diminishing the economic benefits for the provider. Thirdly, prostituted people are often coming from vulnerable backgrounds and are exploited, trafficked, and abused. The gray area of conflicting social values, which are freedom of choice or protecting the citizens, cannot always coexist, and in case of deciding the policy, we have to choose which is more important by setting a priority. Either we sacrifice some abused victims to have more personal freedom, or we sacrifice the freedom of gold diggers and high-end prostitutes in order to save some exploited people. Protecting the most vulnerable in our society has probably a higher priority, or at least it should. I leave the priority for the audience, but let's go with this version now. Okay, we have seen the theory behind the policies, now let's see how these work out in the real world. First of all, legalization, just as in the case with other services used to be, increased the demand for the given service. In case of Denmark, it expanded by 40% over 7 years. What about the health of prostitutes or sex workers? According to the data from multiple countries, legalization did not result in significant differences in health. How was registration? It was similarly a weak effect. From 400,000 of estimated prostitutes, only 44 registered to get benefits in Germany. How did the business change after legalization regarding visibility? Interestingly, prostitution is a business which goes underground whenever attention is turned towards it. It goes underground when you ban it, and it goes underground when you try to regulate it. It flourishes the most when people close their eyes and turn their backs on this issue. The available data are very scarce and additional research is required. Is there a way to cut to the chase, see which policy is better? Well, we can analyze the situation to see which is more favored by the criminals who exploit victims. Let's imagine that we are a criminal pimp coercing people into selling sex. After legalization, we have higher demand from Jones, which helps our business with expansion, and we can mask our illegal business with legal paperwork. Prosecutors from Germany reported that their work got more difficult to prosecute pimps after legalization. So it seems that legalization unfortunately empowers pimps to coerce women and children into the business. Examples for this can be found as well. Alejandro Gil, who fought for legalization as a head of civil rights organization, got jailed for trafficking victims. On the other hand, in theory, a pimp could be forced out of business after legalization if voluntary women flood the sex market with lower prices. However, this scenario seemingly never happens. It looks like having sex with strangers for cheap money is not alluring to the masses of women. What should be then the best policy if you would like to minimize the number of exploited victims? First of all, the demand from Jones has to be reduced. This can be supported by education and punishment measures. Secondly, the escape routes has to be widened for those in need. This means that prostitutes need to be provided with drug treatment, temporary housing, training, education, and employment alternatives. Based on the available research and data, simply legalizing the business would not help the exploited people, but it would increase the number of them. Not surprisingly, 4 out of 5 top countries with the highest equality index rejects legalization as a policy in prostitution. Thank you for the attention. Let us know what you think and comment below this video.